Okay. You're all very welcome to this evening's presentation. And this is a presentation which we have on a weekly basis, and we are here to share with you what we have in stock regarding the opportunity which I'm going to share with you. My name is Miriam Kanakulia. I'm married to Sam Kanakulia. We have children and grandchildren. I'm an agriculturist by training, a social worker by employment, and a businesswoman by interest. I started this long journey with Neolife in 1996 when we were looking for an opportunity of making some extra income. I was employed with a church, with the Anglican Church in Uganda, and Sam was employed with the Bank of Uganda. But we realized that we needed some extra income. So we started doing several other part-time businesses, and we tried as much as possible to make money, but we did not make it as we hoped. And it was in 1996 when Mr. Kanakulia went to South Africa to visit a friend, and he was introduced to this opportunity. And when he came home, he told me that I have found an opportunity where we can make a lot of money without putting in a lot of money. It was too good to be true. And the first thing I told him was, what haven't we done? I think we have done everything. But then he said, we have a meeting on Sunday. You should come and see this opportunity. On Sunday, what touched me most in that meeting, they started giving out checks. And I waited for my name to be read. It was not read. And I was so disappointed. But the question I asked was, what must I do to make that money? So I did not wait for people to tell me this and that and others to tell me it doesn't work. I just had to do what they told me. And a few months down the road, exactly 4 months down the road, we had reached a level where I felt that this business is very good. So tonight I'm going to share with you this opportunity and what it has to offer. Now, before I share with you that, we call this a total value opportunity because there are so many things which you benefit from it. First of all, you get a lot of knowledge. The knowledge we get here, you'll never get it from any other university around. And then secondly, there's good health. I used to be very asthmatic. And when I started using the products, after listening to the story of the founder of this company, my asthma is now normal. Then they talked about income, extra income. It came from extra income to being our major source of income. Then they talked about personal growth. I didn't understand this, but only later I understood that it meant the person you become, what books you read, the people you associate with, what you talk, how you talk, so many things, the way you dress, the way you present yourself. And that is all we get in this business. And then the last thing is the lifestyle. I was promised that there's a lot of travel. That's something which I thought was for the rich people. They're the ones who spend time at the beaches. For us, when you get leave, you go to the village, you go back to your work when you're even more tired than how you went. But in this opportunity, I found a lot of travel. And for those of you who want traveling, this is the place to be. So I want to share with you this opportunity, and I'm sure it is going to be something which will also inspire you. So let me share my screen so that we can out. Okay. So for those of you who are here for the very first time, this is an opportunity which we are going to show you, which you will be able to, to talk about and then learn something. Let me share the slides. Okay. Okay. So this is a business opportunity. And as I'm going to show you, it is something which it came to me as something which was very, very unique. And it is a company which is called Neolife. Actually, Neolife means new life. And why do they call it Neolife? Because this company started in California, and people who came from the towns around, whenever they went to this company, when they were feeling unwell, they went back to their families and told them that I have got a new life. So that's why the company was called Neolife. And it's a company which has been around for over 60 years. To be more precise, it started in 1958, and it is operating in over 50 countries around the world. So you can imagine how it has spread from a small town of San Francisco in California to so many different continents, as you can see on the screen. And our mission is to make people live a healthier and happier life. So you can see where the products are sold all around the world. So we are on a mission to make the world a healthier and happier place. One of the things you realize is that there are people in this world who have a lot of money, but they are not healthy. And as a result, they are not happy. However, there are people who are looking for money, but they are healthy. That's very interesting. But in this company, what we are looking for is to be able to have all, to be happy, to have money, and at the same time to be healthy. So that is our mission. And then the company has values. And these are very interesting values, and we follow them. And if you really follow them, you are going to get the best out of it. The first one is absolute honesty and integrity. And here, there is no compromise. You cannot go up into the business if you don't have this. Then the other thing is that people are number one. This is a people empowering people business. So we are talking about building the strengths of people, making them better, and living a better life. Then it's a long-range vision. What does this mean? That means that we are not looking at what the benefits are going to be tomorrow, but we are looking at the benefits which are going to come in several years to come. And it is an equal opportunity for all. That means you don't need to be either young or old, educated or not. There are many people, different types of people who are doing this opportunity. We are talking about, sorry, the power has gone, but we shall manage. We are talking about an opportunity where people of all types are going to do it. People who are, sorry. Excuse me, we are trying to do something here so that we get back online. Yes. Are you seeing what's on the screen?
No, we're not.
Oh, okay. Let's start sharing again. Sorry, we are trying to get there. Okay. We are trying to get the screen to show us. I made this. Yeah, we have something here which we are trying to settle, and then we'll get back. Okay, let's go back. Okay. Can you see what's on the screen now?
Yes, we can, but not in presentation mode, but I think you can go from there.
Okay, we can go ahead with that. Sorry about that. And so, yes, we were talking about our values, equal opportunity for all, and then products that work. And I hope we are seeing the same screen as what I am presenting. No.
No.
No. Okay, let me use this other one, the one which you are seeing. You can go and use this one. Can you put on this screen?
Miriam, you're muted, I think.
Okay. Sorry, there's something about my screen which is not right, which I'm trying to get. Okay. Okay. So, yeah. Yes. Thank you. Now we are back. This company which I'm talking about, Neolife, sorry for what has happened, but we shall get there. The company will give you support, whatever support you need. It's going to provide you with the products. You don't have to have a warehouse. The company is going to do the warehousing. They are going to provide you with all the information in form of in a back office, on your phone, or even the printed material. The company is responsible for the distribution, for training, and all the other support which you need. So you are not going to be alone. You're not going to be in the business by yourself, but you are going to be there together with a company. Now, what is the problem? One of the things you realize in this company is that there's a lot of focus on what we feed. What we are having right now in the world is that people are having diet which is not healthy. And as a result, the World Food Program came up with a wellness pyramid. And if you look at that wellness pyramid, it shows you that we need a lot of physical activity. We need to eat a lot of whole grains. And when I talk about whole grains, many of you may not get it, but most of the food which we eat, we remove the most nutritious part, and then we eat what is not good for us. We need to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, less proteins and less fats and sugars. However, if you look at the pyramid, what we call the typical lifestyle pyramid, we eat a lot of fats and sugars, a lot of proteins, and then less fruits and vegetables, less whole grains, and then many people live a sedentary lifestyle. So many people sit in offices, and as a result, a lot of fats get accumulated in the body. Now, this business focuses on what we call cellular nutrition, because our bodies are made up of 73 trillion cells, and these cells have to be kept healthy. The most unfortunate thing is that because of what we eat, our cells are not healthy, which means that they do not bring in the nutrients we eat, and the waste products do not go out. And so when you have whole grain oils, that's when the cells become healthy, and then the food you eat goes in and the waste products do go out. Now, this company came up with a product called 3NN grain concentrate. It is the basic product of the company. Actually, when you talk about Neolife, this is what you have in stock. There are many other products, but this one is the basic one which everybody needs. Every human being needs to take 3NN. And as they call it 3NN, it means 3 in 1. And what does this mean? It means that there's soya, it's made out of soya, it's made out of wheat bran and rice bran. So whatever you get from it will be able to work on your cell membrane to let the nutrients in and the waste products out. And most of the people who have used it, it has really worked very well on it. So it helps to enhance your energy and also to improve nutrition utilization and efficiency in your body. Now, when you look at the food pyramid, which we talked about, the healthy food pyramid, you realize that we need physical activity and weight management, which comes together with exercise. And now to enhance that, we need to take whole grains. Now, for those of you who cannot get enough whole grains because the food has changed, the food industry has changed, you need the 3NN, because this 3NN will provide what you would have got from the whole grains. Then next, the company came up with another product which they call carotenoid complex. Carotenoid complex is made out of red, orange, and yellow fruits and vegetables and greens. Now, to make this 1 tin of carotenoid complex, which has 90 capsules, the company used 115 kilograms of fruits and vegetables, which are collected from different parts of the world. And if you take 3 capsules per day for 20 days, your immunity is going to be improved by 37%. So this one is a product which everybody needs to improve your immunity and also to help you fight against the cancer, because it is a super antioxidant. Now, to add to the proteins which we need, because the body needs all the 22 amino acids. And for us, for the body to manufacture the extra amino acids, you need to have the basic 8, which come from major foods such as soya, beans, groundnuts, and peas. But most times we don't get enough of this. So Neolife came up with a product called the Neolife Shake. Now, the Neolife Shake provides you with all the 22 amino acids, which are very essential in the production of hormones and enzymes. And that's why many people are complaining of lack of, people have a problem of allergies because they don't have the enzymes which break up certain foods. Now, with this Neolife Shake, they say if you want to get all the 22 amino acids, you need to eat a whole cow, which I know most of you cannot eat, because you might find one amino acid in the tail, another one in the ear, but Because of that, the company came up with a simplified way of getting this protein into your body through providing you with this tin of Neolife shake. And it is very user-friendly. You know, you just mix it in water or juice or milk and you drink. So even people who are complaining, I'm tired of taking drugs, this is the best product which you can take. Then, because many people are consuming a lot of fats and sugars, the company came up with a product which is called omega-3 salmon oil. It comes from a fish which is called salmon fish. The salmon fish is found in the northern seas, the cold seas. And this fish oil is cold pressed, and it is brought into the market to help you to reduce inflation by 68%. So many people who have used this omega-3, it's very good. It helps on arthritis. I actually used it on my asthma. I took it for a whole year and my asthma was no more. And it helps on all sorts of inflammation in the body. And it can be taken even by the young children. So which means that if you are eating a diet which is not giving you what you need exactly, then this is the place to be. And our products are natural, they are biodegradable, based in nature and backed by science. Now, the products which I've been talking about, they have come up, the company has put them together into a pack which they call the Pro Vitality Pack. Now, this Pro Vitality Pack has 1 threonine, 1 carotenoid complex, and 1 omega-3 salmon oil, and what they call multi. Now, this multi has all the multi minerals and fruits, and the minerals are very important in working on our muscles and nervous system. So that's why when you're doing exercise, you really need to have this multi-mineral in your body. And it's recommended for for mainly people who are involved in sports. Then the Neolife shake, that is a glass which you need to take on a daily basis and you'll be good to go. Now, the company has several products which are targeting different groups of people. Now, for our children, we have products which are targeting the immune system. I've already talked about carotenoid complex, but we also have vitamin C, which is called sustained release, which means the body releases a liter at a time so that it can spend a lot of time in the body. Because vitamin C is water soluble, so the excess runs out. But with our technology, it stays in the body for some time. Then there is the other one, which is called All C, which is user-friendly, especially for the young children. And then we have omega-3 salmon oil and zinc. All these are going to help you to improve your immune system. Then for our children, we really have some very nice products. They are just a formulation which is made for children. It is sweets mainly. The Vita Squares are just like, you'd be taking threonine. They are chewable multivitamins with 18 vitamins and minerals, and it has all the threonine grain concentrates, which are very important for the building the body system, and the children will love it. Then the VitaGuard is just like the carotenoid complex, which helps to improve the immunity among our children. Then the company has another range of products, and these products are called the home care products. Many of us are using a lot of cleaning products, which are damaging our body systems. And one thing which I learned is that when you use the wrong product, it also changes the hormones in the body. So if we use the right products, then we are good to go. The company has a range of home care products, but among them we have what we call the LDC, which is a light duty cleaner, which can clean almost anything in the house. You can wash your body with it, wash utensils, you can wash clothes, whatever you want to do with it. And it is not going to damage your body system. And then we have another product which is called Care, which is a super disinfectant. It kills 99% household germs, and it's also user-friendly in that you can put it anywhere. You can put it in your bathing water. You can use it in the kitchen, wherever, in hospitals. It is very, very effective. Then Super 10 is known as the heavy duty cleaner, which is multi-purpose. And the reason they call it Super 10 is because it can replace 10 different cleaning products in the house. And this one can be used on cleaning cars, chairs, tiles, in the kitchen, the cookers and fridges. It's really very good. And it has a nice smell. And very interestingly, if you spray it around the house, even the mosquitoes will just move off. And then we have another product called G1 Laundry. G1 Laundry is a washing powder, and it comes in a package of 2 kilograms. It is enzyme-based. So in order for you to use it effectively, you have to put it in warm water so that the enzymes are activated. And what is interesting is that these 2 kilos can wash 150 basins of clothes. And it's not going to corrode your clothes. It's not going to corrode your body. And it can be used even for washing children's clothes. So it is very economical, yet very, very effective. Then the company came up with another product for farmers because we need to enhance our crops, our crop yield. And you see, we have to use the water in the soil and the nutrients maximum. So what Super Grow does, it helps you to absorb the water which would be in the soil, and it's not got very well. But Super Grow, being called a wonder drop, is going to increase your yield by 167%. Can you imagine such a product? So every farmer needs this product. And I know Uganda and maybe other African countries, being agricultural countries, they need this Super Grow. For the people who have used it, it has done wonders in their gardens. Then the company has a set of skincare range for people who want to look younger for longer. There are so many products on the market, but many of them, as you age, they make your skin look so weak. And then you lose your epidermis and you end up with different colors on the face. But when you use this Nutria skincare product, you are going to look younger for longer and you're going to feel younger. Now, the company has 3 success habits. The first one, they say, use the product. The reason they say use the products, there's no way you're going to tell people that these products work unless you yourself use it. For one, I remember when we had just started in 1996, we had a bottle of LDC in the house and I had never used it, so I could not sell it. But that day I used it to wash utensils, I was able to sell 12 bottles in a week because I was talking about how interesting it was and how you can wash and wash and wash. So it's important that you use the product, even the health ones, and you feel them, then you'll be able to do it, to tell other people how it works. Then you have to share your experience. That means you have to share the products you have used and also to share the opportunity, because this is an opportunity where you can make an extra income. And so you have to go along and share with other people so that they may get to know what you are doing. Then there's the other aspect of personal development, reading materials which are going to help you improve, and also, the way you present yourself. Many people come in when they don't know how to talk in public, but they learn here. So this is a place where you are going to benefit. Now, what you do at first, well, you are going to be connected to this company called Neolife. And Neolife has a head office in the countries where it is already located. So once you get connected to them, they are going to give you a kit. And in that kit, you'll find all the literature which you need. You're going to be connected to that person through the person who invited you. And the person who invited you is the one we call your sponsor. So the first thing you do, the products which come in your kit, you are going to use. And in our kits in East Africa, we have a TNN kit, we have a home care kit. So whichever you use, you are going to do it to use it. Now, after that, you have to go and share the products. What does it mean? When you find something good, go and tell other people about it. So for example, if you talk about Pro Vitality, which I've already shared with you, you can go out and look for about 6 customers, each one to start using the Pro Vitality, as most of you have already done, while others who are on the call, who are our guests, you have not used it. Share with 6 customers. Now, when you share with these customers, they are going to get the product experience, and also you're going to start earning a profit. So here you're building a retail customer base, because some of these people are going to remain as your customers when they start. So that is the product which you share. And then if you share with these 6 customers, at the end of the month, what is interesting is that you will have made a profit. And that profit also will help to earn you a commission. The company will give you a commission, which will be about $50. And that is extra income in addition to what you have been earning. Then what you do, go and share the opportunity with other people. If each one goes out and gets 6 customers, you're beginning to build a team. So if you get A, B, and C to join you, and each one goes out and gets 6 customers, and they also start sharing with them, eventually, at the end of the month, you'll have built a volume of business which is going to earn you a profit plus commission of between $100 to $250. Now, that is extra income. And I'm sure that there are some people who would take it as first income. So what you do, you're going to get this commission every end of month. And one interesting thing is that the company pays you by the 10th of each new month. You don't even have to beg. If you want, they'll send it on your mobile phone, or they'll put it into your account, or they'll leave it in your account, and then you come and use it to buy the products. So now the money keeps on going. It keeps on growing as the business keeps growing. Now, when it comes to personal development, we usually have weekly trainings. And these days we have both online and physical trainings. We get mentorship from our leaders. We attend conventions. Like every year we have a convention in Dar es Salaam in October in East Africa. And in South Africa, they have it, I think, in September. And then the company also organizes leadership school where they teach you about leadership. So there's a lot of personal development. By the time you spend enough time in this business, you will have learned a lot of things as a leader. Now, if you continue sharing this opportunity, you are going to reach a level of a director. Now, as a director, we are now talking about just commission, because now the profit becomes pocket change, and then the money starts growing until when you become a director, you start earning over $500. That is as extra income. Now, if you keep helping other people, showing them this opportunity, then you're going to reach a world team level, whereby as a world team member, having helped at least one person become a director, then you're going to be earning between $1,000 to $2,000. Now, what is important is that you have to keep on sharing. The beauty about this business is that you keep helping others. And then the people also you bring in also go out and help others. So when you help other people become world team members, then you become a president's team member. And as a president's team member, your income reaches $3,000 and above. And as a president's team member, the sky is just the beginning. So this is the opportunity which we have. And as we said, that there is much more than that. And there is what we call a lifestyle. And since we joined this company in 1996, we started by seeing other people travel, but we also started traveling. For example, in 2008, that's when the company was celebrating 50 years of existence, and we went to London, and that is where we celebrated at the Excel Center. It was really a fantastic time. Then we had a chance to go to San Francisco in California, and we visited the Golden Gate Bridge. If you go to San Francisco, this is a place where you must go. And then in 2010, we were in Hawaii. I think you can see in some of the pictures. And we stayed in the Pacific Beach Hotel, and we had a lot of fun. Then 2011, we went to the Silverado. That is Jerry Brasfield's yacht, and we had a good time there. Then from there, we went to Victoria Falls, Dubai, Hong Kong, and many more places. 2015, we were in Sun City. 2017, Cape Town, Mauritius, we've been there, Rome, Abu Dhabi, and recently we've been to Turkey and Paris. and we are going back to Cape Town in May. So ladies and gentlemen, there's much more you can get from this opportunity. But I know the time is not on our side, but I'm sure that if you are a guest on this call, there is somebody who invited you who will share with you much more about this. But before we close our meeting today, I'm so privileged to invite this lady whom I've known for over 40 years, I think almost going to 50 years. We met in high school, and she went to do medicine, I went to do agriculture, but we meet again in this opportunity. And this lady has been so inspiring. She has taught us a lot about nutrition, about medicine, and everything which we will require to know, especially regarding the relationship between medicine and Neolife. So without wasting much time, I'm going to invite Dr. Eseza to share with us her story, her life journey. Dr. Eseza, you are very welcome. You can take it away.
Okay, thank you so much, Miriam, for that introduction. And yes, thank you for the presentation as well. And to all the guests, I'm so privileged to have you here as guests on the call. I was just looking at the names and I was saying, wow, look at who's here. Welcome to this family. I love the family called the Neolife family. And I've been asked to tell you a little bit about my story. My story stretches a few months before Miriam's story. So I got started in 1995. It sounds like a lifetime ago. This year, I'll be happily celebrating with my husband 30 years in Neolife. We started in March. And it feels like just a few days, really, because there's always something exciting. There are all the adventures and the ups and downs. So yes, I am married. I'm married to Dr. Edward Nambasi, and he is my partner in the business. And that is the beauty about this business. You can do it together with a significant other, if you wish, or you can do it by yourself. I'm a mother of 3 adult children now, and as you can imagine, they were children when I saw this. In fact, I had 2 at the time. My 3rd one came along later on after I'd started the business. And by occupation, I'm a medical doctor. You've heard that. But by passion and absolute passion, I am in this family for life because I love what it stands for. And I just want to tell you that, yes, I was born in Uganda, but shortly after medical school, I finished medical school. Uganda was going through a lot of turmoil and a war broke out. And I had seen that before, right? I had already seen that. And I decided that I wasn't going to sit around and go through it all again. So I chose, and at that time I had met my husband. We chose to leave and we settled in Zambia, where our first child was born, and we were working happily. And then we decided to move on to South Africa. And why am I telling you the background of this? It's because it was in South Africa, while we were living in a place called East London, that this opportunity came our way. But in the meantime, I had been searching, and I was searching, and this always surprises people. I was searching for non-toxic, 100% biodegradable cleaning products. I'd already figured in my mind that there was something horribly wrong with the things that I was spending a fortune on and bringing into my house, because my little children then had begun to manifest childhood situations such as eczema, hay fever. Now, as a medical doctor, I was scolded by all my colleagues. Why don't you give them antibiotics, antihistamines? Why don't you put them on some cortisone cream? And I said, no, I won't do that. Why? You ask yourselves, but you are a doctor. Why didn't you do that? Well, you see, I had actually been so disenchanted with a lot of situations in the way we were taught. That's a story for another day, but I was frustrated. So I was searching, and one day I asked the Lord to give me an answer to this, because I just couldn't go on changing from one brand to another and then discovering that they were all made in the same factory brand of washing powder. Anyway, so the phone call came, and this person on the other end said, if I were to show you a way to make an extra income, would you have a look? And I said, I would. However, is it legal? Because I will not touch anything illegal. And he said, absolutely, we'll show you. So anyway, we were invited to look at a presentation, and there was this huge display of products. And the gentleman who presented that evening started saying, these cleaning products are, and then he said, 100% biodegradable, very effective, very economical. They will save the environment. Now, that was another passion of mine. You know, I looked around as I was growing up, and I was seeing the environment being degraded by human beings. And that hurt me so much. And then I was also very passionate about nutrition. Right from the time I was little, I knew in my heart of hearts that if everybody just knew how to look after their bodies and their environment, the world will be happy and all of us will be healthy. So I had these ideas right from the time I was little. Anyway, so that's how I met Neolife at that presentation. And I decided there and then to get started. And sure enough, we had to have a very short discussion with my husband, but I just said, I am in. And the first thing I did was to throw out everything I had bought from the store. I promise you, I put them in boxes and black bags. You know, all the polishes, all the bar soaps, all the bath things. And then I sat down. I really literally took 2 days leave to do this. And then I drew up a list, and I saw what Neolife could offer me and what I could replace it with. And the surprising thing was that I actually bought fewer products, and yet they could do way more than what I had just put outside my house. And that excited me so much. So obviously my first order was impressive, and it was way beyond what many people start with. Fortunately, it was my birthday month and I had a little bit of cash. So after that, I quickly learned to use the products, and I have never looked back, because once you have experienced the products, and I made it a mission, and I wasn't going to talk to anybody until I knew what I was talking about as regards the products. I put all of us on the nutrition and I saw a miracle. We used to come home tired, really. We were running around, working, doing calls, and we had no real quality time because we were so tired, so exhausted. But that changed, and I got so impressed. So one day, I decided to talk to the president of Neolife at the time. His name was Roger Ace. He happened to come into East London on for an event. And I pulled at his coat, literally. I went to him and I said, may I suggest something? This business would be perfect for Uganda. And from Uganda, it will spread to the rest of East Africa. Anyway, he looked at me very curiously and he said, young lady, here's my card. If you have any other bright ideas, call me. and off he went back to Johannesburg. So I thought to myself, oh my goodness, how will we get it? Because I saw immediately that if I could only get carotenoid complex and TRNN into Uganda, by then we're talking 1996, very early in 96, people were battling the scourge of HIV. And obviously, ARVs were not yet heard of. They were coming in that year, 1996, but not to places like Uganda, because at the time, they were very, very expensive. And so we didn't get it there and then through Roger. So the next person I talked to was our president's team member, Mike. And again, I said, Mike, I'll go ahead of you. I'll prepare. In the meantime, you've heard what Miriam told you, that her husband visited South Africa. At about the same time, a friend of mine here in South Africa, from Uganda, we were at school together, had decided, yeah, I'll sign up. I'll support you. So she signed up. And then she went to Uganda. So listen to this story. She went to Uganda and visited a friend and told them about Neolife. And the friend was not interested, the friend she visited, but there was another visitor who said, what are you talking about? I am interested. Now, this is somebody that my friend didn't even know. But out of that was another team that got started more or less, perhaps a few weeks just before Miriam and Sam signed up. Now, Sam and Miriam, I remember distinctly with Sam, we sat in the sponsors' sitting room. I introduced a physiotherapist who introduced a doctor, and the doctor introduced Sam and Miriam. So we sat on the floor to launch Sam and Miriam's kit on the carpet. And that's how this huge business that many of you are part of started, from signing up on the floor of the doctor's sitting room. Anyway, let me just rush forward and tell you about what I have benefited from this. One of the things that I praise God for is patience, because I could have given up if I hadn't seen if I hadn't been able to say, let me look far, let me have this long range vision that is one of the values of the company. Because at some point I felt I was slogging away. So I told myself two things. I will be my own best customer and I will be my own best doctor. Those two things have kept me going, and that is the message I'm imparting to all of you. It was 10 years later that suddenly, I say almost like miraculously, we started seeing a lot of activity, and that is now the current team of people, literally our children's generation, okay? Now I've talked about Miriam and my generation, but now I'm talking about the children's generation. And when I say that, don't take offense, because these children have grown up. I'm talking about the likes of Gilbert, Andrew, all of you who are now in the generation that is going to carry this vision forward. So had Miriam and I given up, perhaps you wouldn't be here, but perhaps you would be here. But we don't even want to contemplate that. But that has started a trend of youngsters looking at this opportunity and looking at it seriously, because all the new ideas that have come along, we are now online. We have social media. We are doing amazing things. Look, during COVID, all of you remember that time when we were all locked down, Neolife grew by double-digit figures. every other company was shutting down. But because of the value of the products we have, which Miriam has described, the nutritionals and the disinfectant cold care and all the other products, people suddenly woke up and said, I want that. I want that. Fortunately, we had it and we could continue to share it. Now, one of the biggest things that I appreciate for being in this company, I'll talk about all of them, but one of the main ones is the true friendships that my husband and I have cultivated. And this is a relationships business. You can get, I can actually tell you that I can depend on my Neolife family, sometimes even more than I can depend on my blood family, okay? So the true friendships. And then when you come to this family, you will value recognition. You will just enjoy the vibe of being recognized for whatever little thing you do. That is something that as a medical doctor, they are busy looking for what is wrong, what they can nail you on, okay? But here, every little thing you get recognized. And then what I enjoyed most, and I continue to enjoy, is the freedom to use leading edge, world-class products and to get paid for that. Look, that is totally incredible. And out of those payments over the years, my first trip to ourselves and my family was to get enough money and buy tickets to take my kids to the UK when they were still little. And I took them out of school and I said, I've got enough money. I'm going to the UK with my children. I'm not going to let school get in the way of my children's education. So off we went. And since then, we have also traveled with this company. Miriam has pointed out a lot of the traveling that can happen. We are now looking forward to going to Cape Town. Very recently, last year, we were in Mauritius and Turkey and all those amazing places that we wouldn't get an opportunity to see if we were just doing our jobs. Now we have the freedom to use excellent products and become healthy and look half our age, some of us. I want to distress you by telling you exactly how old chronologically, but I feel that I am way younger than I would have been if I hadn't used these products. And also the pleasure of working with my husband on a project. We can sit down and build a vision and dreams and goals together. Not many opportunities will accord you that. And we are on the same membership, as I pointed out. What does the future look like? I've pointed out two things, and this is something that I want all of you to take seriously. Be your own best doctor and be your own best customer. I put it in another way. Stop outsourcing your health, seriously. And this is from a doctor, and I'm talking to you as honestly as possible. Unless you learn to take responsibility for your health, the commercial interests of conventional way of healthcare will not take care of you. And I have seen more people going on to kidney dialysis over my 40 years career, people getting immunodeficiency diseases that sometimes we call autoimmune diseases. And all that, when you knuckle it down, you will discover what we are taught in Neolife, that everything should be at a cellular level. And that's what we learn. Nobody else will teach you that important information. And so now my career, and this is what I see as my future, is exactly this: to share Neolife, to teach people. I have rebranded myself as a health coach but with a difference in that I have quite intimate knowledge about how the body works, and I like to share it in simple terms so that everybody who appreciates it can share with the next person. So I see that the future is very bright for all of us. Let's keep sharing Neolife, but most importantly, don't give up. And another important point is, it is for the long term. It is for the lifetime. And that's why we call it a lifestyle. So with those words, I just want to thank Andrew, who is the convener of this meeting, and Miriam again. I'm so proud of you for being in my downline. All of you who are in the downline, I love you with everything in me. And I look forward to coming to Uganda. And for all of you who are in South Africa, East Africa, wherever you are, God bless you. And let's just share Neolife. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Eseza. Actually, we've come a long way, and if we were not persistent, I don't know where we would be today. And when it comes to the issues of health, I always ask myself, I don't know where I would be with my asthma. It was so bad. So ladies and gentlemen, you've heard from the experienced people who have seen it all, and we are glad that the young people have taken up this opportunity. And what I would like to close with is that this business starts with a dream. Anything you do in this world starts with a dream of what you want to be, a dream of where you want to go and what you want to have. So you must have a dream for you to be able to do it. And then the other thing is you must have a desire. They say it is easy to take a horse to the waters, or even a cow. In Africa, we talk about cows. But you cannot dip the head of a cow in the water to drink. It must have the desire to take that water. So even the people we introduce to this opportunity, if you don't have a desire, you will not do it. So you have to have a desire. Then the other thing which we always talk about is that in this business we do work. But the work is so interesting in that we just talk. We talk and make money. So you must be able to be ready to talk to people, share with them the good news about the products, share with them about the opportunity which they can use to make money. And then you'll have done your work. And one interesting thing is that there are some people we talked to several years ago, and they did not think about it. But today, they are looking for us. So you keep talking, don't worry. Even if somebody says no, they are not saying no to you, they're saying no to the opportunity. And then the other important thing is that between a dream and success, there must be action. Many times we tend to talk and talk, but if you don't take action, it will not help you. So for those of you who are on this call, if you're a guest, talk to the person who invited you. Ask them for that form. You're going to fill that form. They're going to tell you how much you need to pay. It's about $80. You invest in about $80 for your starter kit, and then you're going to start this multi-million business. For some of us who started several years ago, we are now retired. We don't know what it would be like if we had not started this business. And we are so glad to see that the people, most of the people on this call are young people who are going to take this further. And I'm sure that we are going to leave a legacy. And so once again, I would like to thank you, Dr. Eseza, and also to congratulate all the people who have been on this call. You go out and share the good news about this opportunity. Then together, we shall make the world a healthier and happier place. May God bless you. Have a good evening. Thank you.
Good night.